Morning, guys. It has been one hectic morning. Um, I had to be up at like 5:45 to get my oldest daughter to my grandma's to catch the bus. Well, I done that. Came back home. The plan was to stay up, and because I had to have my 6-year-old at school by 7:45. That was the plan, to stay up. Needless to say, that did not work out. I fell back asleep, woke up at 8, and was like, oh my god, Melania, get up, we're late. I'm like, get up, we're like running around the house, trying to get everything done. I done her hair some kind of crazy looking way, I don't know, but we got her there. Needless to say, she got there, it was 8:33, even though she was almost an hour late. She was like 10 minutes off of being an hour late. But I explained to the principal what happened, that we overslept, that I have 2 kids on 2 different schedules, 2 different times, and it didn't help that I took my medication last night. When I take my Klonopin and my Gabapen together at night, it's like it's so hard to get up in the mornings, but normally I do it, and because normally I would have to get up at 5:45. I'm usually having to get up about 6:45, because usually my daughter rides with a friend, but her friend was not going to school today. I think she had a doctor's appointment or something. But I tried to talk my daughter into letting me take her to school. That way, we wouldn't, be on 2 different time things here, and it wouldn't have messed my timing up. But she wasn't hearing that. Teenagers, they're embarrassed of their moms. Their moms are like, no, just leave me alone. Just go, I know, because I've been there. And I had the coolest mom ever, but I still act like that I did. So I wish I was as cool as my mama. I'm not as cool as my mama. I think I'm a pretty cool mom, but at the same time, I'm kind of more of a stricter mom. I'm more, I'm not your best friend. I'm your mama, but I could be your friend too, whichever one. Guys, I am looking a mess right now. I'm telling you, I have not put my makeup on yet. I ain't done my hair yet. I ain't done nothing. So, with that being said, I also had to reschedule my appointment to get the shot in my back. The cortisone shots. I'm having a lot of mixed reviews on getting that shot. The cons is outweighing the pros right now. Most people are saying it made their back so much worse than what it was whenever they went. And then you got a few of them that is saying that it worked miracles on their back. They're just like, it's so much relief. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some research myself, and to see, what I want to do in my opinion. So I went ahead and rescheduled it so I can do a little bit more research on it before I do, because they do have to put you under a slight sedation. And it's something like a spinal tap. I remember getting a spinal tap with my first daughter because I had to have a C-section because she was breech. And I do remember they go in at the spine. I mean, the tip of the spine, the part that's more really delicate part of your spine. And when I had the spinal tap, they left the needle in. They did, to keep the medicine rolling, to keep me numb. But I was awoke for that at the same time. But this, they're going to put me under slight sedation because they had to go a little further into the spine to inject the medicine. So just by sitting here and explaining it to y'all, it sounds so painful. And it seems like, I don't know, I'm not good with pain, guys. I am really not that good with pain. I remember when I did have my spinal tap with my first child, it took 8 doctors to hold me down, to keep me still from moving, because I was literally crying. And at the same time, I was only 16, when I had my first child. I don't condone to have a child at 16. I was a child having a child. You know, I don't do it. You know,
I can't.
yeah, it ruined my whole teenage years. It did. She did. I love my baby. It's just what I done, and you know,
Know what to do.
what resulted in it. But you know, let's get back to the Spinal Tap part.
Look at me.
From what I remember, it did hurt, but at the same time, I was numb. I was numb, like from the waist. From wait a minute, was it waist down? I know I was numb from waist down or stomach down. I think it was from like maybe shoulders down. I was completely numb somewhere around there. But when they cut it in, I did feel a lot of pressure, tugging around, like trying to get her out. But no kind of pain. I don't know if it's anything like that. I don't know. I know they're not going to go in my stomach tugging around for a baby because there's a baby there. But I'm talking about as far as how far they're going to go into my spine to inject the medicine. Because they're just injecting medicine. It's not like they're going to leave the needle in. Well, go ahead. It's not like they're going to leave the needle in, because they're not. They're just taking this long needle into the tip of my spine, the bottom of my spine, like the V part, like you got that V part in the near your buttocks. Then you got V's out, and your spine is like right in there, and that's where they're going to go in and inject the medicine. So I did call and reschedule. They were scheduled to March the 4th. And then I got to thinking, well, I'll probably be in detox then. So I'm more than likely will end up having to reschedule again. But the good thing about where I'm going is that I do not have to tell no doctors. I don't have to tell nobody. I don't want to know. So it's just between me and my therapist and the detox center, and my phone always beeps every time I try to do this. Oh my god, it makes me so mad. It's my brother every time. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna log off of here and fix my kid's little breakfast. My son is extremely sick. He is running a fever. He's coughing. His little eyes are so droopy, and if he gets any worse, more than likely I will end up taking him to the emergency room or urgent care, one of them, because his doctor's office, I know they're going to say that they ain't got no openings. They always do. So with that being said, I will probably do another vlog in about 30 minutes, long enough to cook a little breakfast, and get my kids settled. Remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Love y'all.